Thank you, Lynn Huang, for joining us today to talk about Ho'okipa.
Thank you, Chef Grant, for having me.
Now, one of the next dishes that we're going to be doing today is we're going to feature a very big supporter of our culinary program, an in-kind gift, and that's going to be Taro Brand, or HPC.
Right.
And one of the unique things, the opportunities that they give our students is to not only work with traditional Hawaiian or Lehua taro, but also to experiment with their new products. So one of the new products that we'll be featuring today is going to be the dehydrated poi.
Wonderful.
And so basically, when you go to your supermarkets, this is the poi powder, or the dehydrated poi that they have.
Okay.
And today we're actually going to do a little spin on this, and we're going to create a flatbread for the actual dish that we're doing today. So we're actually going to begin by placing the dehydrated poi into our bowl here. We're going to add a little bit of all-purpose flour. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mix and knead this dough. The actual recipes for any of the dishes that you will see here on our show, correct me if I'm wrong,
right.
I've gotten it wrong many times before, you can access our website. It's culinary.kcc.hawaii.edu.
Right.
Not only will you be able to find information about our program, but also recipes that are from the show, as well as any up-and-coming events like
Ho'okipa.
Very good. Now, we mentioned that usually Ho'okipa is sold out every year ahead of time. We have wonderful donors who pre-purchase their tables. We always have grazing tickets available, but maybe someone's not in town during Ho'okipa, or maybe they'd like to actually give another type of gift besides purchasing tickets. What are the other ways that our supporters and our donors can give to the Ho'okipa event?
Well, we have a lot of different types of donors, and not everybody wants to go out to an event or doesn't have that time in their schedule. So there's other types of donations that you can make to help the program. We have in-kind donations that we will accept for food products, alcoholic products, and anything that will help the students work and put the recipes together with our chefs.
Wonderful.
And even on a different level, if you're going to support a student through a student scholarship, that would help as well, because a lot of their time is to volunteer and work really hard and help after hours, after their school hours, to do all of the prep work for this spectacular event that we're going to have.
Okay.
So you can go to culinary.kcc.hawaii.edu or uhfoundation.org to check out that information on how to donate.
Thank you so much. This is what our dough looks like. So we've actually gotten the dough mixed. We're going to let it set for about 30 minutes. Once it sits for 30 minutes, we're going to go ahead and roll it out into thin sheets. And this is actually the final product that you see here. We've actually taken the dough, rolled it out into thin sheets, baked it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes for a product about this size, which is about 3 inches by 3 inches. If you're going to do a larger flatbread, we'd say bake it about 20 minutes, or just 5 additional minutes.
Right.
If you want to make them into smaller rounds, it may take a little less, about 10 minutes, usually to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's our finished product there. Now, at Ho'okipa night, we have entertainment, we have foods, but we also have a cooking competition that goes on during Ho'okipa.
That's right. Starting the weeks before, the students start planning, and the day of and the day before, they are finding out what our product is for that season, and they will be using that one main ingredient throughout their recipes and compete. And then we have wonderful local chefs, star chefs, that come and judge for us.
And this actual cooking competition is sponsored by?
Is HPC?
Pamela Young.
Pamela Young Mixed Plate. I'm sorry. HPC donated the products for last year's show.
Correct. So HPC donated products for last year's competition.
That's right.
And it was actually a competition based off of taro.
Taro, and it's a wonderful thing that we're bringing our products out.
Pamela comes to the school. She's a wonderful supporter.
She's going to interview the students. She brings in star chefs. She wants to make that connection between the community, the farmers, the culinarians, the chefs, and just do a full rounded experience for our students.
And we thank her for that.
We thank her every year for that.
Okay. So to finish off this ahi carpaccio flatbread that we're doing today, we're going to go ahead and take a piece of ahi. We're going to go ahead and put it between 2 pieces of saran wrap here. And Lynn, I'm going to let you take out your aggression against me and go ahead and lightly pound the ahi.
Work on them biceps.
We're going to actually go ahead and flatten the ahi into a flat disc. You can give it a little more gusto there.
I have gusto. Here we go.
When you're actually finished with the actual pounding, this is what the actual carpaccio looks like.
Oh, okay, more gusto.
Yes, so we're looking for about 1/8 of an inch thick for a piece. Okay, great job. Good job. Okay, so when we've actually gotten the carpaccio to this point, the carpaccio can be held for up to 1 to 2 days in your refrigerators. It does hold well. One of the things about beautiful ahi is that we want to make sure that we don't allow it access to light or to oxygen. The oxygen will increase the deterioration of the flesh, which means it'll go from its beautiful red to this off green or gray color. So we want to make sure that we keep it airtight. So in the saran wrap is fine, in your refrigerator unit, in a Tupperware container. Okay? So what we're actually going to do now is we're going to go ahead and finish the carpaccio itself. So while I actually go ahead and do this, I'm actually going to have you assist.
Very well.
As well. So
okay.
You can go ahead and put on this beautiful rubber glove here. And the first thing we're going to do to finish the carpaccio is to start by actually placing the fish that you have skillfully pounded here. We remove the top layer of the saran wrap. We'll transfer this right onto the flatbread here. Okay? Once it's on the flatbread, if we do have a little extra piece hanging off there, simply remove it. Okay? We're going to have you pick up a little salt. Sprinkle the salt over the ahi.
Can do.
One of the things about seasoning or salting your ahi, it's important to know that, especially when making poke from this beautiful red ahi, we spend a lot on this beautiful red ahi. One of the tricks to enhance its color is to, of course, add a little seasoning. The salt will encourage all of that beautiful red blood in the flesh to come to the surface, and it becomes a shiny, redder fish than when we started.
What kind of salt is this, Chef?
We're using kosher salt.
Okay.
Kosher salt actually is a lighter flake, and that lighter flake will actually dissolve a lot faster. Okay? So we're just going to do a quick squiggle here of some wasabi aioli. We're going to add on some of our products here. So you can do the julienne pakuan. I will add some red and green tobiko here to the actual dish itself.
Sea cucumber.
Sea asparagus.
Sea asparagus.
Okay.
I knew that.
And we're going to go ahead and finish your ahi carpaccio flatbread. So